defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Now Lance.
Being chased out left. Broken tackle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lance now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Raiders offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
That is intercepted. Inside the 20.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Kamara diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So now after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. A strong running. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 7, 30 seconds to go. They've got to go the full 80 yards, and they've got to do it quick as they come up on first down. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving. Lance back to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right? In preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual the hallmark of a good run defense? Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the option, running left is Lance.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Saints are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
Lance looking to throw it.
Flush to his right. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And here's Kamara on the read option.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
3rd and 4. Here's Lance.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Mahomes. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.